Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of my Storm fans out there. It's me, your captain speaking. We're going to be cubing today. If you give me just one moment, I'm going to make sure that you and everybody else that you care about knows that this stream is happening right now. I'll see you soon. Hello, everybody. Happy holidays and welcome to Vintage Cube. We are going to be doing something that all of you wanted and I'm super excited about. We're going to force Storm in this cube. So, this is going to be a super awesome experience. If you've never cubed before, each holiday season, Vintage Cube comes out on MTGO, and it's going to be a blast. I did fix the hoodie. I forgot there's a little light right here that I put in, like, right there so that it kind of fixes itself. We're going to figure out if that's going to work or not. Anyway, this is an awesome experience and fantastic time to just kind of hang out and draft with people. And we're gonna just get started, and I'm gonna see if I can link the cube itself. If there's like a Moxfield link for the cube. If not, I might try to make one and put it in the description below. I don't have one yet, so maybe when this video goes live, I'll have a link to what the cube actually looks like. But we're gonna be trying to force Storm, and I'm gonna join this draft queue and have a blast. I haven't drafted this cube I was drafting the other vintage cube that was up before Christmas. I guess like the early part of December. I don't know what holidays you celebrate. I'm celebrating Christmas and New Year's. And I actually, I just got back home. I was an 8-hour drive. I went and visited my family in Oklahoma. I know there are people that live there. Surprising, shocking even, some might say. But here we are, and we're back, and I'm ready. I'm having a lot of fun. I am so excited to draft this season. It's going to be a blast. And we're going to be forcing Storm. So here we go. We're starting off, not super strong. There's no real Storm card here. I could either take the Mana Leak or the Bayou. The Pentad Prism is not like the worst thing in the world, but we are going to be playing Storm, not necessarily the best thing in the world. I think that what I'm going to do is take this Mana Leak and see what things happen from there. I think that, okay, yes. Yeah, you can see everything. I apologize. Things were cut off with a little, like the bar here. Yeah, let's take the Mana Leak and see where things go. All right, so Shallow Grave and Upheaval, Talisman of Progress. Savai Triome is not the most amazing thing in the world. Channel is actually not bad. It's not Storm, but it is still combo. Also, hello, Nathaniel, HSSC, Clawtooth, Dominique, and William. Hey, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat. I think what I'm going to do is pick Shallow Grave. If we can Shallow Grave a Grizzlebrand, for example, then that is potentially really nice. Okay, so here we have Manamorphose for a Storm spell, and then Treachery if we're a High Tide deck. That could be particularly nice. Let me make sure that my cards are large. They are as large as they can be. Okay, cool. We could pivot to Reanimator, in which case discard outlets are particularly good. And then big beaters are decent. So yes, the Scrapwork Mutt or the Morphos, this is our discard outlet. If we want to go combo and Reanimator, Scrapwork Mutt is the way to go. If I open up on something else, we'll see. Okay, Frantic Search is actually pretty good here. This is blue-black Reanimator shaping up kind of nicely. Frantic Search is a nice discard outlet and some card filtering. Oliver, oh my god, I love you too. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, you're my biggest fan. Absolutely. So what am I gonna do? Sundering Titan is not the worst reanimation target, but it's not amazing. There's nothing really. What is this? Dreams of Steel and Oil. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an artifact or creature from it, and then choose an artifact or creature from their graveyard. Exile the chosen cards. Oh, that's good for the mirror, obviously. I think that what I'm going to... And then this is... tribal synergies that I don't have. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Sundering Titan, and we're going to leave it at that. Mystical Tutor is great here. I think that that's going to be the pick without a doubt, because that gets Shallow Grave or any of the other instants or sorceries that are going to work their way into our deck. Who's piloting? That's going to be Bryant. Also, hi, Joe. How's it going? Okay, so we have another discard outlet here, and then we have a big... Oh, wow. This is just a big beater. Menace and Lifelink is not the worst thing in the world. And then it could be a 3/3 if we need it to be, or this Rona is actually not bad. I think it would be one of these two, and I'm tempted to go with the Rona because we're gonna get more beaters as we move along. Intuition is also not bad. Okay, so Virtue is technically what we're doing, everything in one, but that's a lot of mana. I don't think that that's what we care about. Damn is fine as a targeted removal, but I'm going to go with Intuition. We can essentially entomb all of our big guys at the very beginning, so that's all kind of nice. Urtai is kind of decent, right? This is 4 mana for an interactive spell, so we'll see what that ends up looking like. I am not looking as much at chat. Thought could be nice, because these timers go fairly quickly. Okay, so this could allow us to splash something, and then the Valky is also just like not bad. I think that I'm gonna go with the Valky. This is in our colors. This is nothing. We don't care about any of this, but if I were to pick, it'd be the Lion Sash. It's just going to go in our sideboard. So nice they named him twice. Yes, William. Okay. And Joe, Intuition needs 3 critters minimum. Yes. So we're going to get some big beaters for sure. I think that that's going to be something that we're going to be looking for. Yeah, Professor G, these packs would have been good. I saw Valakut, I saw Exploration, I saw all of these awesome lands. Just not... Oh, see, there's a Valakut, the Molten Pinnacle, too. Okay, we're not going to give an opponent the most amazing lands deck ever, I suppose. But there was nothing in that pack for us. Green was very open. But... Oh, look at that. I'm going to take Najeela. We're not ever playing with Valakut Exploration, but wow, that lands deck was definitely open, which is a new addition for this vintage cube, actually. They took out Dream Halls combos, and then they added in lands combos with Valakut Exploration, with Exploration and Crop Rotation itself. So, pretty interesting. Okay, pack 2, pick 1. Man, Time Spiral, but that's not really synergistic. Spellseeker is particularly good if we need to get tutor chains going on. Rafine's Tower is also pretty good. I think it's between Rafine's Tower and Spellseeker, and I'm going to go with the Spellseeker. Monolith is nice, but we're now a Reanimator deck. We're going to be playing Reanimator instead of Storm. Otherwise, this Rain of Filth could be nice. I'm going to take the Spellseeker. We have the option to tutor chain things. Time Spiral just kind of upset. I'm missing that. Wow, Scapeshift too. Look at that. Okay, so here's another Reanimate spell, which I think that we can't pass up. Necromancy is great, and then we're passing up things like Liliana of the Veil, Preordain, Orcish Bowmasters, things like that. So, I think that this is the right choice. We're just letting everybody know that there are good things here. I think that Imp Seal is going to be the pick. Or Tendrils of Agony is right here, just taunting us, something that we can't do. Exploration. Wow, land's just fantastically open. Unfortunately, we are not doing that today. But it is going to be the Imp Seal here. Yeah, Andy, I'm glad that we were able to pivot and kind of recognize that this is a good thing to be doing. I'm just a little bummed. Ooh, look at that. Grief. Okay. Grief. Thieving Skydiver. I don't know what this Unctus is. Artifact synergies. Okay, not something that we're doing. Ancient Tomb. Interesting. Not something that we're into right now, but it's not bad. Haunted Ridge. Like, we still have this Scrapwork Mutt, which is not nothing, but I think that the Grief is going to be our pick here. Yeah. Is Grief Legacy playable? Some say. Animate Dead. Okay. Animate Dead here. Brainstorm, not the best. Blood Chief's Thirst, but we're going to be taking the Animate Dead. Another Reanimate. We haven't seen very many targets. Like just this Sundering Titan. I mean, I guess Grief can be something. Urtai is something that can get a little bit of board control with its Destroy ability. Ooh, Moto kind of lagging. Okay. Corpse Dance. There's more Reanimate. I would like some big beaters now. I am going to take it. The other options are Dig Through Time, and that's sort of the meek if it ends up wheeling. The Time Spiral was, not Time Spiral, Time Sieve was actually in the second pack here. Hoping Trip Titan wheels, yeah, kind of. I would like that. I mean, we could even do off-color things, right? If it's, I don't know what else we could do. Oh, Woodfall Primus. Okay, Woodfall Primus and Goldspan Dragon. It's going to be the Woodfall Primus as a beater. Deep Cavern Bat is actually not bad. That's legacy playable, technically, because it has been played in Legacy before. But, yeah, I know Primus sucks, but, like, what am I going to do here? I'm not taking the Confidant. My curve is way too large for that. So we're going to go with Woodfall Primus here. I know that the bat is not the worst thing in the world, but okay. Aether Spellbomb, that could bounce our Grief. That's actually not a bad idea, and it could also function as removal when necessary. Candelabra, not our thing. We ended up not doing the High Tide deal. And then as far as other cards, we're not really doing anything. So Spellbomb it is. Yeah, we've seen everything but High Tide, I know. We really... Okay, Rain of Filth, Revoker, Blood Tithe Harvester is not a thing. Inti is kind of interesting, but I'm going to take the Rain of Filth. I'm not going to try to splash something right now, and then I get Blackleaf Cliffs. Wow. Escape Shift. Wield. We really should be doing that. Okay. Liliana of the Veil here, I think is the pick. Wow. Exploration 2. Somebody is missing out today. I'm going to take the Murktide Regent. And then, let's see. We've got this Unctus, which is not something we care about. None of this is actually what we care about. But I'll take the Voldarian Epicure because... I don't know. And I'm going to take the Vampire Hexmage. This is something that we could potentially get, but we need some help in the third pack here. Did no one get your Primus reference? No, probably not. Sorry about that, Ollie. I'm going to call you Ollie just because I can. Wow, Mind's Desire, just not something that we can take now. Kogla is a decent reanimate target. ETBs fights up to one target creature, and then I can destroy artifacts and enchantments. Sarah Paragon, not really. Contagion, meh. So, yeah. Kogla, I think, is going to be the pick, which is not a great pack 3 pick 1 here, but it's what we got. Mind Twist. We could do Mind Twist things. We're going to play it super fair, right? Zagoth Triumph also being something that we would want to do. But I think that I'm going to, Collective Brutality is a discard outlet. We don't have anything really of note here. Kogla recurs Urtai. Ooh, oh, that's kind of neat. Yeah. Okay, so it's between Mind Twist and Collective Brutality. I think Collective Brutality has more likelihood to wheel. Joe just said that as I was typing that or thinking that out. Oh, there's the high tide. Oh my gosh, that would have been the coolest thing ever. But we ended up not doing that. So we've got Vampiric Tutor, Jace, Hedron Crab, Cabal Ritual. I think that it's going to be the Vamp Tutor. But like Cabal Ritual, Mind Twist is not nothing. We have a lot of tutors to get things like... We don't have an Entomb besides this Intuition, but I think that it's going to have to be good enough. I think that we're going to get the Vamp Tutor and see what ends up playing. we need a Vintage Cube that as a joke. It's only white cards that are splashed. Oh, that's kind of fun. White's always open. That would be neat. That'd be a fun little gimmick. Okay, Vamp, it is Putrid Imp. Ulamog is something. We don't have that many instant speed reanimation spells, but we have enough, right? This Necromancy can be done with Flash. This Shallow Grave can be done with Flash, just not the Animate Dead. So Ulamog might be worth it. Like Putrid Imp is kind of neat too, but there we go. Ramanop Excavator, by the way. Oh, here. This is something that we care about reanimating. Let's do the Blightsteel Colossus. I think that that's better. Now we're getting kind of everything that we wanted. Okay. There's Dismember. I don't think that we're a good Yawgmoth's Will deck. I don't know what this Malcolm is. Draw a card, then discard a card. Cast the discarded card without paying its mana cost. That's actually kind of interesting. Like Ledger Shredder here is also a discard, but I don't think we're playing very many 2 spell turns in this deck. Yes, it's a replacement effect, so it still works with like our instant speed reanimation. But I think that the Malcolm is actually kind of neat. That does things that we were wanting to do, and might as well try it out. This is going to be a pretty easy lose focus. I don't think that there's anything else, but like, wow, Life from the Loam, Augur of Autumn. There's a really good lands deck that's going around. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it never hits the yard. Oh, well, that stinks. Okay, well, this Entomb is nice, though. Just through the breach. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Entomb is the easy pick here. I think that I'm going to get the Baleful Mastery. Okay, well, this is going to go into the sideboard. Baleful Mastery here. I don't think that we're a Contagion deck. We're not a Damnation deck. We want to be presenting a board that's threatening. And Collective Brutality with the Wheel, so there's that. Yeah, Through the Breach would have been a pretty good alternative. We're not playing red. We were really having a hard time splashing colors, but yeah. Technically a discard outlet. High Tide. I don't think that we're a High Tide deck. We really just can't do that. Like the Mind Twist is not nothing, but I'll take the Gix, I suppose. I'll just let it auto pick. Putrid Imp is easy. Brain Freeze is technically playable, but that's going in the sideboard. And then Containment Priest in the sideboard, I suppose. Whoops. There we go. And we got Through the Breach anyway. Bryant didn't have it. So I might actually have to play that. This is our deck for this one. Boss might actually insist dropping. Yeah, well, I'm going to just refire another draft after this one, if everybody's up for it. I was planning on seeing what everybody wanted and then just doing it again. All right. So we have big guy, big guy. So we have the requisite 3 for intuition. And then we've got no mana fixing whatsoever. Which is going to be tough. But it might be worth it. I don't think I really saw very much mana fixing. I saw one option maybe for a dual land, and that was it. And I had options of splashing colors, but I had not really committed into a splash but for my last pick. Okay, so what am I doing? I need to figure out. I'm losing focus. There we go. What's going to be worth keeping here? We've got our reanimation spells that are very important here. Excellent. We've got 4 of those. We have our discard. I'll put Through the Breach in a reanimation. Yeah, Rain of Filth is probably garbage. So our discard outlets are Liliana, Collective Brutality. I'll put Intuition in there because it's like an Entomb. Speaking of, we have an Entomb. Frantic Search, Malcolm, and Rona. We might have too many discard outlets. We don't need Vampire Hexmage. Savannah and Bayou. Yeah, totally. Bayou might have been a worthwhile splash. That would have been pick 1, I think. Okay, so that's a lot of discard, which is not nothing. And then we've got tutors in, this is how I'm kind of thinking about it right now. Imp Seal, Spell Seeker, Mystical Tutor, Vamp Tutor. I don't know if we need, yeah, Through the Breach might not make it. Do we want to say Putrid Imp is a discard outlet? Yes, we do. And then Disruption is Spell Bomb, Mana Leak, Lose Focus, Baleful Mastery, Grief. Here's another discard outlet. This is technically a discard outlet, but I think I'm cutting Gix. Yeah, I don't know if Thought Scour is particularly good. Urtai would be discard or Disruption. Valky. I don't know if I need Valky. I don't need a. I think I'm cutting these 3 just as start. I don't know. We are at 30. I would like to be. I would like to not be sneezy. That's for sure. Okay, so I would like to cut 5 cards or 6 cards. Murktide Regent's probably not very good. It's an alternative. I can sort this by mana value now. It's an alternative threat that doesn't use the graveyard, but I think that we're just using the graveyard, and Murktide is just going to have to live outside of that option. Let's see. An Aether Spellbomb might not be necessary until we know that that's like, I get that it combos with Grief, and that's the only synergy, or Spell Seeker, I suppose. That's the synergy that we don't have. Intuition's not a bad pick, right? I can get rid of Intuition because, oh, and I can probably get rid of Through the Breach. And Intuition, since I have better discard outlets, Intuition, yeah, that might be a pretty decent pick, Mike. So that is 14 lands. That's probably not enough. We are curving out at 4 with like Urtai and Baleful Mastery. I guess technically hardcasting a Grief counts. I'd like to make one more cut, and I'm trying to think. I like these. I think that Mind Twist is important. It might not be. Baleful Mastery is like a 2-drop, I suppose. Can be. Maybe I get rid of like the Imperial Seal. That seems pretty bad. I like the flash instant speed tutors so that I can untap and then draw the card. Imperial Seal, I don't really have a way of drawing the card that I tutor immediately. I just have to Imp Seal on my turn and then pass. Maybe that's necessary to play, but I don't know. We can potentially just cut it and it's all good. Yeah, let's do that. Let's cut the Imp Seal and then let's add some basic lands and see where we land. That's 4 islands. I don't know. I have loose focus here. Oh, and it has, well, we're not playing forests here. Sorry. So we can go up to that. 8 swamps and 6 islands. And that'll get us the 14 that we need. Yeah, maybe a crappy tutor is just fine. Okay, Joe, you make a good point. We are trying to do the broken thing, and Imp Seal lets us do the broken thing. We've got a lot of discard. So what if I get rid of... oh yeah, land 15, sorry. That'd be another island. Okay, so I need to cut 1 card, and it might just be... Okay, Spellseeker gets an instant or sorcery with CMC 2 or less. And as far as reanimate spells, that's only Shallow Grave. Yeah, I guess that's important. Okay, Scrapwork Mutt can go. It's a single one-off discard. Whereas things like Malcolm and Rona and Liliana are repeatable. The Entomb, I think, seems pretty decent, right? Because that's just 3 mana. Entomb plus the Shallow Grave is going to be everything I need. So I think we're going to save this as is. And I've kind of hedged a little bit more on islands because of lose focus with its replicate cost. I don't know if that's necessary, but that's where we are. And yeah, we're going to call this one good. We have a reanimation deck that we're going to get queued up for. And before I actually get queued up, because I'm assuming that I'm going to get paired pretty quickly, I got to tell you, we are 6 token packs away from reaching our goal this year. 6 token packs. We have done a fantastic year, has set a pretty lofty goal. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our token packs, and we're going to just move on from there. If you ever are playing Paper Magic, if you watched Bryant play at Eternal Weekend on coverage this year, you saw how awesome the token packs are. So while we queue up, let me tell you about the token packs. 6 away from our goal this year, and it would mean a lot if we were able to reach that in the next couple of days. So I'll see you in round 1, or pairing for round 1, depending.
Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and Mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game.
Yeah, you are the person to talk to about Blightsteel Colossus, Joe. I should never have doubted you, that's for sure. I don't think I've just recognized it shuffles instead. Which, now that I think about it, I remember resolving it like that in the past. It's just not something that I actively was thinking about. So, Yeah, unfortunate that we can't through the breach Blightsteel Colossus today, but maybe in draft number 2 we'll see what the cards give us. So you never know. We are kind of waiting a while for our first opponent, which is surprising. I would have expected that this kind of vintage cube holiday special is popping off, but I guess, I don't know, maybe it's the wrong time of day. Clawtooth, almost worded like Emrakul, but not quite yet. Here we are for round number 1, and we're playing up against Mongoose RBS, and we won the die roll. And we have a discard outlet, and a tutor for a reanimation spell that allows us to reanimate the Sundering Titan that we discard. I'm going to keep this. Yes, Bryant, I understand. Yes, keep. I was explaining the keep. Makes sense, though. Alrighty. Our opponent mulligans to 6. That's kind of them. And let's see. Yeah, Jordan loses. Absolutely. And it's gonna be based on my keep. I think that we're just going to get flooded out. Bryant, we were on a call recently when I was drafting the other vintage cube. I can't remember whose it was, but you know that my propensity for flooding out is incredibly high. We'll have to see how that goes. Okay, I'm not gonna vamp tutor. I mean, I guess I could vamp tutor, and then just play it at the end of our opponent's turn. Like I can vamp tutor for an animate dead, for example. Oh no, are you kidding me? Of course. I think that I'm going to actually be efficient with my mana here, and I'm going to get the, where is it? Animate Dead. Okay. What is my out to a spell bomb? Not much. Just do it all over again later. Okay, so I'm going to get the Animate Dead, and then they might just spellbomb the Malcolm. Maybe I could get them into a position where that's a concerning creature for them. I don't know. Because I can kind of make the Malcolm look as threatening as possible to the point where they need to bounce that. And then I can animate dead the Sundering Titan. Brand, I should have mulled. Yeah, I should have mulled. Ooh, Saga. Okay. Playing up against 8 cast. How fun. Everflowing Chalice. I am playing up against 8 cast. Okay. So I can't actually destroy the Saga, but that's fine. And so far I'm only destroying 1, and the spell bomb is not going to get me another one unless they play another island. Oh, are they cracking it to draw a card? I would love that. Oh, nope. Oh, that would have been a nice discard outlet for us. Alas. Okay, so end of turn, play the Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel. And, okay, that is a lot of lands. At least I'm going to be able to discard a lot of them. So, draw a card, and, okay, that's nice. Entomb, not bad. I will I'm going to discard this swamp right now. And then, let's see. The Entomb can get Kogla. Or Woodfall Primus. Woodfall Primus can destroy the Spell Bomb right now. Is that worth it? And then I can eventually build up the Malcolm to a point where I'm casting the Sundering Titan. Yeah, actually, I kind of like that. So we can Entomb here for Woodfall Primus, and it's going to destroy the Spell Bomb. Is there anything else I want to get? This is just an attack trigger to destroy an artifact or enchantment. So it's going to be the Woodfall Primus, and then I'm going to animate dead the Woodfall Primus, destroy the Spell Bomb, and hopefully get to a point where we cast the Sundering Titan for fun and profit. That Entomb was a nice draw. ETB and attack? Oh no. Okay, well that would have been a good one. I literally read the card and I didn't comprehend the card. Reading the card does not explain the card. Comprehension of the reading of the card explains the card. And apparently that's too far beyond me. Oh well. Thank you, Hamad. Oh well. These constructs are going to be kind of big. Retrofitter Foundry. Oh. Okay. They're doing fun things. Well, I definitely want Kogla now. Man. Spellseeker can get me another reanimation. So let's move to combat. Everybody's going to attack. And then the Malcolm can trigger. I can draw something and then maybe likely discard the swamp and then see what happens. Yeah, I'll discard the swamp and I'll cast the Spellseeker. So this is 4 or more. Okay. So yes, I would like to use this ability. And what I can do is either get something like a Shallow Grave or a discard outlet. Probably the Shallow Grave. I have the discard. I could also get a Mind Twist. No, that doesn't seem pretty good. Okay, Shallow Grave it is. Imp Seal could get the Kogla. ETB fight on it. Okay. I wasn't that crazy. Yeah, cool. I'm going to get the Shallow Grave and see what happens. I am not going to play my swamp out. I have the lands that I need right now, and this is a potentially good third discard to Malcolm. All right, they have a Saga token that's a 4/4. They're gonna make Servo likely, so that's a 5/5. And then they're making another Saga token. They're 6/6s, and then they tutor off of the Saga. They're 7/7s already without any kind of currency converter, retrofitter, foundry shenanigans. This is you know, a pretty potent board state from our opponent. Urza's Saga and Tolarian Academy. Who knew? At least the spell bomb is gone, but I will need to think about that for Saga tutorable targets in the future for game 2 and hopefully just game 2, because I win this one and then win game 2. And they get a skull clamp. They can draw off the servo token. They have 3 cards in hand and currently have 7 mana available. Ugh. Disgusting. That is a lot of mana and potentially a lot of cards. I think I'm going to allow this attack to happen because the Spellseeker chump block later is going to save me more life than it does now, because these constructs are only going to get bigger. And unfortunately with 7 mana, oh wait, if they're using it now, maybe it's not using the Retrofitter Foundry, which is kind of terrifying in and of itself. Because this is going to be a flyer, and that can just chump my Malcolm, and they trade. Not chumping the Malcolm, trading with the Malcolm, which is my way to get another fatty in play. They have 2 already. So an Annihilator trigger would be nice. Currently, though, I do realize that my... discard outlet is oh wow, they just take another turn. Ooh. I think they might win this one. My discard outlet is post combat, and my shallow grave animation is necessarily pre combat to get any function out of it, so a little bit of a non-bow unless I get the Kogla. Because I can discard it and then reanimate it on my next turn. But I don't think I'm getting a next turn. Like, one of these constructs is going to be enough to kill me. Because they're going to make another one, untap the Retrofitter Foundry, make another... the One Ring, sure. Hi, Mike. What's up is that I'm getting absolutely destroyed. My opponent is doing some disgustingly cool things. Okay. And that that was a paddling. How was your holiday? I saw some photos from your wife, and they were adorable. Really appreciated that. Not that you had any say in that, but it was really cute. Okay, Spell Bomb can bounce constructs. I did consider drawing better. I am apparently not very good at it. I don't have any kind of artifact hate minus the Kogla, which is admittedly decent, and the Woodfall Primus, which is admittedly bad. The Spell Bomb is not the worst thing in the world, but maybe the Grief is not particularly good. Maybe I swap out the Grief. Like, I'm not going to try to animate dead the Grief. You would not sight in Spell Bomb? That's fine. Valky, probably not worth it. Gix, probably not worth it. Let's just refire. Good enough. And let's play. Okay. So this is a mulligan. If I had blue mana, I could Spellseeker on turn 3 for an Entomb, and then Entomb and Ulamog and reanimate it on the same turn, but probably not gonna happen. Okay. This is better. Okay. I like this. I will keep this. I need another black source of mana, but I will work with what I got. So I need an Entomb, which I think I'm going to just Imp Seal right now. Our opponent has mulliganed to 5. I appreciate that. Do I want to Imp Seal for Entomb right now? Or if I want to just wait for whatever I need, knowing that I have necessarily a little bit of time to play. I think I'm going to Imp Seal now. Bryant, I'm assuming that yes is Imp Sealing now. I don't know. But as far as efficiency goes, I can't say no to a nice efficient play. So, where is Entomb? Here it is. And then I could just have 6. We love a good F6 value. All right. Oh my gosh. The Entomb. How did I know that was there? And as long as I draw a swamp next turn, I think I'll feel okay. Oh, I am drinking grape juice. Yes, absolutely. Didn't know that that was something we were concerned about, but it is grape juice. Okay. There's no counterspell in this format, but there needn't be. There's all of the other 2 mana things. Okay, so Rona is not bad. That is a nice discard outlet. I'm going to save the Spellseeker for later. And just cast the Rona into a mana leak, into a lose focus. Although I don't know what the text on lose focus is, if it's an instant or a sorcery, or if it's any spell. But here we go. Joe, you built a Storm deck in Cube. So good. You do 5-0 Legacy Leagues with it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's disgusting. Got thumped. Yeah, that stinks. I get it though. Oh, holding up 2 mana again. I wonder what for. Ulamog. Wow, it's like that thing that I wanted. In the face of just open counter magic? I don't think so though. So what I can do is just Spellseeker for a collective brutality, and loose focus is any spell. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. I can actually just kind of look at it right now. Target spell. Okay. I'm going to get a collective brutality to both disrupt my opponent and potentially, if I draw like a Kogla or a Woodfall Primus, discard it. And I'll just leave this unattacked, untapped. There we go. What I can do, since Shallow Grave is an instant and my discard outlet is also an instant, Shaky, yeah, something like that. But it's just regular grape juice. Hard Evidence, okay. That's fine. You get a token that'll be really good with your Tolarian Academy that you obviously have. Yep, okay. I don't know if I want to discard any of my cards here, but I will activate Rona because I can just discard the other one. Yeah, okay. I'll just discard Corpse Dance. Grief. Okay, so that does everything that I need without needing a secondary black source. So I'm going to cast this Grief, exiling Collective Brutality. And yeah, that was such a good draw. Okay. Yeah, I know. You could tell by the way my face lit up when I drew the Grief. It went, oh yeah, Grief was a good draw. Working on the animation for sure. Better than a spell bomb, definitely. Oh wow, there's actually a counter spell here. Okay. I wasn't necessarily aware of that. Okay, so I have a stop at the beginning of my combat, so I can bleed off, yeah, called Priory. Prior Johns? I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, we're going to bleed off their mana, just in case. They have one card in hand, I don't know. And I'm going to activate Rona, discard the Ulamog, and I guess I'm going to hold control. I don't know if I need to do that, but Shallow Grave, just in case I need to hold control. Neat. So I'm going to shuffle all of that back in. And attack for Annihilator 4. It's not the most amazing thing in the world. Like, this is certainly only step 1 into winning this game. Especially since they have like Tolarian Academy and all of these artifacts. This is not the... I mean, if they don't chump block, they're going to 10, which is decent. And then I have Entomb ready to go. I discarded the Corpse Dance, so I don't have another reanimation spell, but I think that was the right choice at the time. But I certainly have them all back in my deck again, so could be decent. Just St. Louis things. There's a couple of gunshots that went off just a couple of streets over just now, so that's fun. Super lovely experience. No, it was an engine backfiring. That's totally what those sounds were. All right. Something to get used to, I suppose. Okay. Currency converter. They just transformed their Phyrexian token. That's fine. Discard something to get something else. An island, so they get a treasure token. Once they... What? I thought that they got a treasure token. Hey, Goffman, how's it going? Okay, Manifold Key. Seems decent. Attack, okay. Oh yeah, these tokens don't have summoning sickness because they just kind of entered the battlefield previously. Just as artifacts and not creatures. Okay, well, I need to draw... Oh, that could be good. Okay. New hotness for 8-cast. Well, it's the new hotness for 8-cast now, that's for sure. So what I'm going to do... A Yankees fan. Oh no. Baseball drama. Okay, what I'm going to do is just draw here, and discard a card. Our opponent has 0 cards in hand. I don't think Mind Twist is the get. So I can play Urtai as a counter spell. Counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability. Its controller draws a card. I will attack, I suppose. Every little bit counts right now. Especially if I'm attacking with like a Kogla or something like that later on. That's going to get sacrificed. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate you chatting and hanging out for a little while. Have a good rest of your day, night. I don't know. Have a good rest of your time. Kaufman, contractually obligated to be a Yankees fan. Oh, well, okay. If it's your hometown, then I feel like it's disingenuous to be like, yeah, I'm totally I don't know, baseball teams. I don't know. Cardinals fan, I guess. Okay. They're attacking for 4. That's fine. I would like... I think what I'm going to do is flash in this Urtai. And I get that it would have been nice to counter a spell or something like that, but destroying this seed shark is not bad. Yeah, this has been moderately embarrassing. Its controller draws a card. Do I want them to draw a card? I don't care about the seed shark that much, do I? No, I guess not. And I can just activate Rona as a discard. Okay. I don't think I can attack. These are 1/1s, right? Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually might be fine. They're 1/1, so I can attack with the... Probably not. Why did we play the land? Oh, because I was thinking that I needed double black to do the things that I needed, but yeah, that's pretty bad with the Rona. Okay, I guess I'll skulk in misery. And attack. They can trade off with 2 incubator tokens if they want, which I'm fine with, I think. It turns their Tolarian Academy into less of a disgusting land. Yeah, treachery, obviously. Cool. So I'm going to trade off with these 2 things. They have 1 card in hand. Hull Breacher. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gross. OP's deck does seem pretty sweet. I don't know if it's gonna do anything for me. Mods to ban Yankees fans. I'm sure that would happen, but you have to like tempt him with that. That's not a great idea. Mana Vault? Wow. Our opponent's deck is amazing. Basalt Monolith, Mana Vault, Manifold Key, Talisman of Dominance, Hull Breacher, Tolarian Academy. We've seen Urza Saga. We've seen so many cool things. So they really have a great deck. Wow. I'm impressed. But that's okay. Our second deck will be lovely. Lorien revealed. You know what? I think I'm good to just go. That's fine. We can fire up round number 2. That was pretty gross. That was pretty broken from our opponent. All right. So while we're waiting for our second round, let me tell you a little bit about our sponsor, Card Hoarder. I didn't rent any cards for this event, but if you want to rent cards and play, then Card Hoarder is your one-stop shop. Let me tell you a little bit about it.
With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist.
Alrighty, and we are here, and we're waiting for our second opponent, I guess. Let's see how all of this works, and if we can pop off for our opponent before they do, obviously. Okay, here we go for our second round, and we have a nice discard outlet. And as long as we get a second land or a second black land, I think that I'm okay with this kind of control-y-ish hand. Yeah, we'll see how that works. Oh yeah, Goffman. That is, I mean, Card Hoarder is great. I own the Epic Storm, but that's it. And if I'm streaming or something like that, I use Card Hoarder, hands down, no questions asked. Like, Card Hoarder is my way to go. So I cannot recommend them enough. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Here we go. We just have exactly everything we want, right? Yeah, we have Kogla for sure. We're Reanimation. We are playing Reanimator. Right, well, we don't have the card Reanimate, but we're pretty close, right? Animate Dead's not bad. Not far off. Yeah, you know what? Prior? I don't know. Let me know how to pronounce your name, but I do realize that I say, let me tell you about it, as in the one that I'm speaking in the ads, and that's not true, but I'm telling you insofar as I'm the one that is pressing the button to make Bryant speak. Okay, our opponent is doing stuff and things. Frantic Search. Okay, that's fine. I don't necessarily care. We're going to discard the Kogla. Animate Dead, the Kogla. And it's going to fight the Noble Hierarch, I suppose. Oh, Italian. That's pretty cool. Are you from Italy, or do you have Italian heritage? I'm always curious. Okay, we can get in for one here. Priore. Okay. Or Priore. I'm going to go with that one. Neat. So they have thankfully given me an artifact. Yeah. Oh, Mike, you just literally talked about that. Oh, no. Well, that's a pretty good card to have right now. Hex Drinker. Okay. Level up. You want to level up again? Come on, level up again. It's okay. You can do that. A silly noble in the woods. Definitely just destroyed each other. That's okay. Okay. Well, what should I do? I could just frantic search right now. I have a discard outlet. I would need to find another reanimate spell. Avenging his exalted. Yeah, I know. We killed the hierarch, and Kazali Pride Mage's not a noble, funnily enough. So I don't know why you care, Mike. I'm gonna frantic search. I'm just gonna go a little balls to the walls here. Okay, sure. Any order, I guess that matters technically. 1, 2, 3, and that's all, folks. I will attack. If I trade with the Hex Drinker, I'm not upset about that. They didn't want to do that. Big surprise. Both were staples of vintage Noblefish? Okay. Well, I suppose if they were both staples and not just one of them, I'll allow it. Yeah, they've got a ridiculously big boy. So they got a 4/4 protection from instants. My interaction is an instant. Spellseeker. I don't have a single black reanimate, but I will have we can do Shallow Grave. We can do Shallow Grave probably is it. I don't think that I care about the rest of it. Yeah, Shallow Grave. And then I can fight with this Hex Drinker. They can't level it up yet. Oh, they can. Okay, they'll have just a little... oh, I could have attacked with the Putrid Imp. That's fine. Okay, so they're going to have a little 6/6 Prometheus? No. What is the protection from everything? Little 5-color dude. Doesn't matter. Chat will tell me. They're going to have a little one of those. Progenitus. Yeah, not Prometheus. Prometheus brought the flame. And thank you, Bryant. We are 0-1. Thanks for the reminder that I lost my last match. Really appreciate that from you, don't I? Okay, I will trade here. That's all okay. Let's see. Imp Seal. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Shallow Grave the... Oh, why did I block with Spellseeker? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. That was just a major punt. Okay. Well, I can Vamp Tutor for something, but I'm just gonna die. Corpse Dance is an instant. I can Mystical Tutor for something. No, I think I'm gonna Shame Concede. That's fine. I can Shame Concede. I'm not above that. What did you say, Bryant? Get good, nerd? I don't know what that means. Obviously. Not something that I am aware of. Yeah, thanks, Mike. I really appreciate that so much. Let's see. I think that I'm good. I'm just going to resubmit. Aether Spellbomb, not worth it. Murktide Regent, probably not worth it. Yeah. All right. I will say, Reanimation, not working at its best right now. this is not bad. So I can vamp tutor for an entomb, and then what I can do is hope to draw land number 3. And do I grief right now? Shaky owns. I drafted last night, lost round 1 because your neighborhood lost power for 3 hours. Wow. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. We did land with some pretty crummy reanimation targets. No big boys. Okay. So I'll vamp tutor for an entomb, and I don't think that I'm gonna grief right now. That's all fine. I don't need that yet. Mox Sapphire. Could have taken the Mox, I suppose. All that mana ramp. Wall of Roots. Okay. Vamp. I'll get the entomb. And we'll see where things land. I'm gonna draw. It's gonna be the entomb. It is the entomb. Oh my gosh. So I could grief them here, and then I have an out to shallow grave the grief in an emergency, but I think that that's not great. Yes, I will grief before we entomb, but I'm not entombing right now because I think that like Kogla is not the worst thing to do, but I think I would like an Annihilator trigger, which means I need another land. So let's get that first. I have the double black, which is something that I was missing last round. Yeah, I'll grief before I pop off. Okay, well, that's useless. Okay. Busted up ASAP. Yeah, sure, I can just do that. I'm not going to use that Urtai for anything anyways. Might as well. Obviously, they are ready to ramp into something, and that is a miscalculation. I guess I'm going to take that. They can Lorien Revealed. Wow. Or Essica's Chariot. Oh, yeah. Okay. Time Twister, I'm not super upset about. That's going to be fine. What I actually can do is shallow grave the grief. Well, why would I do that? I wouldn't want to do that. Okay, they played their island. This is an Essica's Chariot, it looks like. Oh, no, the Lorien Revealed. Okay, they used the Wall of Roots. They have 6 cards in hand. I would love a land. Any land. I don't have any tap lands, just any land. Okay. I guess I'm getting punished for my choice to not entomb the Kogla. I didn't think that that was worth it. I'll smash in for, what was that, 7? Destroy a Mox Sapphire. I feel like that's not great. I don't need to Ulamog them, that's for sure. But I don't know if Primus. Oh yeah, that's probably true. Primus is better here. But I don't think that Primus is particularly good right now either. Right? I could be wrong. I could be convinced that I am wrong. Should I just entomb here? The Eldrazi I got does shuffle, yes. Okay, I'm just gonna draw. Grave sacked. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I got a lot of this effect now. I don't have to exile the thing that I get, so that I can get a Kogla or a Woodfall Primus, and if I draw a land, then I can Necromancy. So that will be the get. Flash in a Brazen Borrower. Well, I'm glad that that's not in their hand as a petty theft. Yikes. Okay, well, now I'm going to entomb for something. And they can just cast creatures from the top. Oh, that's pretty rough. Okay, Woodfall Primus it is. Shallow Grave, it exiles. It does exile it. Okay, so Woodfall Primus will destroy the Jace the Mind Sculptor, which is convenient, I must say. Yeah, Luke, I'll play some spells. Thanks for that. Okay. Kazali Pride Mage. Of course. Yeah, Bryant, I definitely heard that. Kazali Pride Mage is pretty rough. Let's see. Although, if I get the Woodfall Primus and they Necromancy, then I get the Persist trigger and I can destroy the Jace as well. So that's not the worst thing in the world. We are saving it for next league. There's the land. Look at that. Okay. So what I can do is I can Necromancy the Jace, and then if they Pride Mage, then I still have the Woodfall Primus in my grave, or Brian Cook, yeah. It's a fun one. All right. I'm going to do this before they have it. Oh, they have mana, but they have to kill their Wall of Roots if they're doing that. Yeah. All right. And non-creature permanent. Probably should have read that on Woodfall Primus. Okay. We got the Jace out, and then if they make me sack the Woodfall Primus, or the Necromancy, they destroy it with the Pride Mage, then that's all good. Alright. I'm not super upset with this. I'm just not comfortable. This is a lot of things going on for my opponent, and I just now finally got my third land. Alright. I can at least F6. More mana. What are we doing here? You have the Chariot. Oh, you have Courser of Krufix. Wow. Court of Garenberg. Garenbrig. Yeah, I got Shuffle Ulamog, yeah. So I didn't really have very many reanimate targets for what it's worth. Like, they're not great. I think that we are going to be refiring a cube draft and hopefully do a lot better. We are still going to be forcing combo, I must say. Despite how open lands was in the last league, that's for sure. Okay, so they attack for 3, attack for 4. Forgot Exalted. Okay. Upkeep. Are they going to... Oh, interesting. Now I don't have a discard outlet. Unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can't do anything about that. Wow. And I could, grief them in their upkeep to block, I suppose, but that's not gonna do it, folks. Okay, we'll concede that one. And are we gonna play out the last one? You tell me, actually. Chat, let me know if you want to play out this last match of this Dimir Reanimator deck that we have horribly butchered, or if you want me to fire in a new draft. You let me know. I'm planning on doing 2 drafts anyway, so you're not going to miss out on anything. But do you want to see the last match of this one? You want to play it, Luke? Okay. There's one for play. I know that Bryant is going to want me to fire in a new one. So that one's done. So there's 1 and 1 for sure. Play, salvage my 50 points. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's play it. I know, Piore, you're like, no, don't worry about it. But yeah, the salvaging of the 50 points, not the worst thing. Do it for Luke Hunter. I will. That's for you, Luke. All right. While we're waiting, I'm going to tell you about Moxfield, awesome sponsor of the channel. And you want to organize your decks, you want to organize your collection tracking, fantastic stuff. Let me tell you about it. Or let me have Bryant tell you about it. Never mind. We're playing up against Valiant Toast for round number 3. No worries about the ad. I'll run it later. Hunter, that's awesome. We are 5 tokens away from our big goal for the year, which I'm pretty excited about. Ooh, okay. So this is pretty crappy. I just now realized there's no black mana. So, mulligan. And again. And I will keep this. I'm going to get rid of the mana leak. No, I'm going to do the necromancy and the corpse stance. We have the animate dead. We need to imp seal for the entomb, and then we need to get mana. Actually, no, one of these is a black card for grief. Okay. Mana leak and corpse stance. There we go. It will be fast, Shaky. You betcha. Imp seal for a land. That's not the worst thing in the world. But this deck is not the most amazing thing that's ever happened. Do I imp seal for a land? I think I need to imp seal for entomb and then just play the long game. Yeah, Luke, we're doing this for you. Look at what you made us do. Oh well. James, there is some really cool merch in there. We've got token packs, and we also have a third-party merch store that has some really awesome artwork for mugs and shirts and stickers and all kinds of stuff. So, okay. What I'm going to do is entomb for probably, depending on what our opponent does, we could do a Woodfall Primus here. We could do a Kogla. I'm going to do the Primus. They have 2 mana, so that's fine. Okay, entomb for the Woodfall Primus, and if we draw a land, then we're sitting pretty, and we drew the land, so I'm going to grief the necromancy away and see what's cooking. Yeah, this is not bad. For a mulligan to 5, okay, I'll take the miscalc. Oko is disgusting, but I can slow it down a bit. So there's the miscalc. Wow, that's all kinds of good stuff in there. Animate dead, the Woodfall Primus. And I can destroy the land. set them back a bit, and we're off to the races. We're going to see how things go. They have a staff of the storyteller that can save a life point if they get... Oh, they don't have white mana yet. Okay. There's the island. They drew a preordain. That's pretty good. I would like a Mind Twist, I guess. Oh, that's not bad. Now I would like something like a Mana Leak or a Miscalc. Okay. Yeah, Shallow Grave for Grief or Corpse Dance. Did I discard Corpse Dance? No. Yeah. Okay. There's the Necromancy. They have the white mana. There's the Oko. Well, I wonder what they're going to do. Oh, what? Oh, nope. Okay. Wow. Of course. I don't think that we're winning against an Oko. That's for sure. But what I can do is counter this Monastery Mentor. And then... I don't know. Try to get there. It's not going to work. We just can't. We just can't get there. This is a potential just let's redraft kind of a situation. Luke, you're totally fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, let's concede this. And are we going to concede the whole thing? I think so. No, you know what? We're one game away. We're going to lose this game. It's... Oh, whoops. There we go. Updated the record, Bryant. Am I going to concede the rest of it? I think I'm going to concede the rest of it. I might as well. I might as well just fire it in. So... We are... Yeah, we're just going to fire it back in. Brian cooked. Brian did cook. All right, here's our play points, and we're just going to draft again. Although I do get to reset the league record now. So that's nice. Let's do this all over again. Pack one, pick one. What do we get? I don't know. We're waiting for some players to join in. Oh my gosh, 10,000 active players. Yeah, Bryant, you are potentially not wrong. All right. We're so close. And come on. 3 more people. We're good to go. Just need a handful more people. Just a few. Mine's Desire Foretell. Oof. Puntathon. That's good. I like that. Puntathon is pretty decent. The punt was that we didn't draft lands. That is the real punt. I think that would have been fun. Okay. Now we can see everything, and our pack one, pick one is a Mox Jet. I think that that's pretty simple and straightforward. Nice start. Loving this. Fantastic start. We're going to try to draft Storm again, and then see if we need to adjust or pivot accordingly. Dumpster fire drafts from time to time. Yeah, we got all aspects of the tube up in here. Cube up in here. Okay, Treachery, Collective Brutality, Talisman of Creativity. Golos, technically. I think I'm going to go with Talisman here. I think the Talisman is just going to leave us open enough so that we can see what happens. I also like all the artifacts. If we can get a Tinker, then I'm really happy. Also, Grixis is excellent storm colors, so here we go. Yeah, Treachery is definitely like, that was my second pick, I think. I didn't necessarily like Collective Brutality there, but yeah, okay. We're on the same page. We're like 5 seconds delayed. Okay, our third pick. Okay. Interesting. We have a few options here. Snap is potentially good. Shieldred's Edict, JVP, Wormcoil, Walking Ballista. I think that it's... Yeah, James is right. I think it's going to be the Snap. And if we can find something of our own to snap, I would be very excited. Time Spiral, I think, is just immediately the take. Thieving Skydiver, Prismatic Vista, Bob. But I think the Time Spiral is gonna be it. Yeah. Moses McKinney, absolutely. We are in agreement. I would love the Treachery to wheel and for me to find a High Tide. Okay, I'll take the Mana Leak, I think. The Bloodstained Mire is also particularly good. High Tide is still in the cube, yes. So we have the out to that. So I'll take the Mana Leak here. Fairy Mastermind and Bloodstained Mire are like some decent ones. Troll, maybe, but yeah. I think I'm going to take the Badlands. Tameshi. One or more non-creature permanent. Draw a card. This combos with something, but there it is. Okay, PO or Xander's Lounge. You overvalued man. I overvalued Mana Leak instead of the Bloodstained Mire. Okay, that's reasonable. I think that the PO is not bad. We have Moxjet and Talisman of Creativity. Xander's Lounge is also really nice. Yeah, Mana Fixing is very good. I don't know if this is a fantastic PO deck, but yeah, Xander's Lounge is so good. I'm going to go with the Lounge. PO might wheel. I don't know if anybody's going to be doing what we're doing. Yeah, we had no Mana Fixing last round, or last draft, and I think that we all felt how bad that ended up being. In addition to how bad the deck ended up being, which, yeah, it's fine, it's draft. Nothing ends up having perfect abilities to like, get the picks, but the fixing would be nice. Intuition, maybe not. Snuff Out is fine. Ziatora's Proving Ground. This is not necessary. Salvaging a rough deck is half the fun. Like, you can do some really good stuff with some pretty half bad decks. We're not really doing intuition things right now. Snuff Out could be useful, but I'm going to get the Mana Fixing still. Okay, I'm going to get the Sword of the Meek just in case we get the rest of this combo. So I don't think that we need the Rankle or anything like that. So Sword it is. Tropical Island, not bad. Yeah, Tropical Island's not bad here. The next pack is... nope, I don't think so. Okay, Shieldred's Edict or Faithless Looting. I think I'm going with Faithless Looting. Maybe not. Shieldred's Edict is nice and all, but I think I'm going to just like grab this Faithless Looting, put it in the side. Oh, there was a Foundry? Oh no. Okay. I didn't realize that we had already seen it. Y'all are paying attention, and I'm apparently not. But we did ruin somebody's heart. We just broke it in half. Okay, dig through time, not terrible. I took Talisman over Foundry. Oh, okay. Okay, so it was kind of in the middle there. Yeah, I'm going to take the dig through time here. Troll of Khazad-dûm is fine, I suppose. It's better than anything. Boseiju is... I'll take the Troll, just in case. Tribal Flames and Territorial Kavu. That's exactly the thing you want in the same deck, but we're not going to do that. Okay, on to pack number 2. I'm okay with this. We'll have to see. Oh, I'm a little bit happier with this. Yes, absolutely. How about a Black Lotus? How about that? Yeah, sure. I think that things are getting better, for sure. I would love to find a Brain Freeze and an Underworld Breach. That would make my day. Yeah, Goffman, you totally called it. We're just going to open up the Lotus and everything's going to be fine. Okay. As far as combo goes, Displacer Kitten is not really that good. Imp Seal will be particularly helpful. I think Remanded Counterspell, not the greatest. I think that it's going to be Imp Seal, no contest. Force of Will was pretty decent, but I mean, Black Lotus, come on. All right, so we have some mana fixing. We have, I would love a fetch land or two. I don't know if we've seen a fetch land in a pack where we wanted it. Okay, Rite of Flame, Seething Song, Candelabra, Gush. Man, this is a good pack, and I'm not sure what to take here. Like, we could be a ritual deck. Rite of Flame, Seething Song in the same pack is kind of rough. Reign of Filth is decent. Yeah, Bryant, you missed something important. Gush, we have 2 islands right now. We have a lot of swamps, though. But we can't really... I don't want to time spiral. Reign of Filth and then time spiral. So let's take the Seething Song. Man, I'm not sure about that one. That one I'm really not sure about. Okay, Steam Vents I think is the pick here. Reign of Filth? You said the Reign of Filth. Okay, Reign is... Song stinks. Sure. Steam Vents I think is going to be the take here. I don't think there's anything else that we want in this pack. So, more mana fixing. Time Warp, Enlightened Tutor. I might get Rain back. I think it's going to be... Oh, Burgi. Oh, of course. Yeah, there's a Burgi in the deck. I'm just glossing over that lovely card. Let's see. Here, I think it's going to be like a lose focus. You think push is better than lose focus? It might be. I think I might want to protect myself rather than disrupt what my opponent is doing. So I think I'm going with that. Fire Covenant. Very similar to Toxic Deluge. And then Thought Scour. I don't think that Thought Scour is where we want to be. I think that it's going to be the Fire Covenant. And I'm going to sideboard it. Mind Twist. Wow. Yeah, I'll go with the Mind Twist. Oh, wow. Oh boy. Not something that we're really looking for in here. I guess we can just take like the corpse stance and be fine. Gut. Is Gut something good? Yeah, sure, why not? It's something to do. Fiery Islet, Displacer Kitten. we're not really doing much with Displacer Kitten, so I think that it's the Fiery Islet. There's the Rain of Filth, also the Gush. Rain of Filth. Gush is not bad. But let's get some mana acceleration, I suppose. This is the artifact thing. Yeah, I don't think we need that. Artifact creature you control becomes a blue, or target creature. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just take this. Sideboarded. And I'll take the Seachrome Coast. I don't think that I'm splashing white. Blood Tithe Harvester, I'm not doing that. And Lingering Souls, I'm not doing that. Okay, there are 11 picks that we didn't really get for us. Okay, we have Git Probe. We have Ugin the Spirit Dragon. It's just going to be the Git Probe, I think. Jets and Lotuses. Yeah, Luke, we might do this. Probe is probably it. Yeah, I agree, Clawtooth. Free spells are indeed good. We need a way to win the game. There's a High Tide. That's great. That's a really good way to build up the mana we need. Kind of stinky with Rain of Filth, but we'll make it work. Orcish Bowmasters. This Ketria Triome is blue and red. Narset. Oh, Narset Spiral. Yeah, duh. Okay. Yeah, Narset plus Time Spiral. Seems decent. Orcish Bowmaster plus Time Spiral was a win condition, I guess. That was a couple of packets ago. All right. Brain Freeze. Oh, dear. We are one card away. I got to take the Brain Freeze. This is also just a win condition. Everflowing Chalice also being maybe good. I don't know. But yeah. Blue-Black Splash Burgie. Probably. Like the Seething Song, maybe not the best. Have we seen every pack? I actually don't know. Not the right will that we wanted, but like maybe good enough. Aetherflux Reservoir, probably not. Okay, I think that it's going to be the will. Where there's a will, there's a way, and the way is Brain Freeze. Like the Lion's Eye Diamond isn't actually that good unless we're time spiraling. So I think that it's gotta be the Yogg Will. Like, yeah. Yeah, Goffman, you got it. And then Luke and Moses. Freeze is definitely nice. So we can still Brain Freeze and then Yogg Will Brain Freeze. So I think that that's not the worst thing in the world. Are we doing Thran Dynamo things? No, we're a High Tide deck. Chrome Host Seed Shark? No, probably not. It might be an IOK and then call it good. Inquisition is not the worst thing. I don't think that we're a Thran Dynamo deck, so yeah. This is shaping up to be moderately better. So yeah, Seed Shark is not the worst. I like the clearance from IOK. If we need something that's an alternative win condition, we have Troll, I suppose. Not that I think that that's a good idea, but it is possible. Dark Ritual, Turnabout. Oh my gosh. Manamorphose, Vamp Tutor? Where were these spread out among a bunch of different things? Okay, Turnabout has higher potential, and then Dark Ritual, I think it's got, like, are we a High Tide deck, or are we Dark Ritual based deck? Dark Ritual plus Yawgmoth's Will, not bad. Turnabout is not the take. It's like Vamp Tutor, Dark Ritual, Turnabout. It might be the Dark Ritual. It might just be the Dark Ritual. So there we go. Okay. So there's nothing really for us here, but we have some green splashes. We could take Oko. Oko could be another payoff. I'm going to put it in the sideboard for now. Murktide, DRC. DRC fuels a potential later Yawgmoth's will. I don't know. Okay, Bryant says DRC. I suppose that makes the most sense. Bayou does not work very well with High Tide. Massacre Girl is the only other, like, okay, Firebolt, I suppose. I'll put Firebolt in here. Bayou doesn't work well with High Tide, which is the reason I'm taking something else. I guess I'll take Dam as really the only thing in the pack that's for us. Third Path, that's an alternative, and Aetherflux Reservoir, also potentially decent. Okay. Goblin Engineer? I don't know about that, but I'll take it, and then that's a sideboard card. Okay. Third Path Iconoclast is nice. Yes, the troll is decent. Troll is great fixing. And we don't have a giant Bolus's Citadel to tell us not to play it. Okay, let's put these. Actually, let's put this and this, all of this up here. It did actually turn out pretty decent. We are interesting in our playable count. 23. Like, I think that we've got to keep all of this. Is there anything else in here? Like Oko in the main deck, maybe. Unctus is nothing that I care about. Yeah, Unctus is nothing. Wait. Artifact creatures. It's not nothing, actually. It works really well with TPI, but probably not worth it. Oko is a potential because I have Tropical Island and Zeator's Proving Ground and Black Lotus as you'd rather play Looting than Goblet Engineer. Okay, I can see that. I think that I'm going to play the Oko as well. I get that we don't have a fetch land. Well, I mean, sort of. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 green sources for Oko. That's not great. Do I need to play it? I don't know. Is Gut workable? Probably not. Sword of the Meek with Third Path Iconoclast. It doesn't really matter. 17 lands is... Yeah, okay, you'd play the Oko. 16 lands. Not bad. We have Aetherflux Reservoir, Time Spiral. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Mind Twist plus Dark Ritual. That's pretty decent. Yeah, Oko's just like so good. Okay. Do I need to play the Goblin Engineer just well, no, it doesn't get my Aetherflux Reservoir. It only gets Talisman and Lotus. And Mox Jet, I suppose. So that's not probably worth it. Fire Covenant in the main, probably not. Bryant is of the mind that I play 17 lands and call it good. I can do that. 1 mountain, 2 swamps, and 4 islands. That seems okay. We're a high tide deck. No forests is correct in my mind. 1 basic mountain. It's kind of rough. If I don't play the mountain, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources. That might be okay. And then I can just play another island for high tide things. It's a lot of islands, maybe not enough black sources. Black sources 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just add the other island. Oh, probably should have actually added the other island. Okay, there we go. And let's try it out. Let's try it out indeed. Let's save that deck and let's get into our new round number 1 with a much better pile of cards for sure. While we're doing that, we are 5 token packs away from meeting our goal for the year. Let me tell you about the token packs while we wait for our first round opponent.
Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game.
All right. I have my pack. Do you have yours? I don't know. We are still waiting for our opponent. I have some questions about Aetherflux Reservoir here, but we'll see how things work. Goffman, thank you very much. As always, lovely to have you in chat. I will see you at another time. I don't know. We'll see. Hope that we end up doing well for you so that the VOD is entertaining. It's not a VOD, it's a YouTube video, I guess. Differences in YouTube and Twitch streaming. But, okay, the Yawgmoth will... Close to being a perfect pick. Here we go. And, oof. Not good enough. We're going to have to mulligan this one. 1 land and a Mox Jet does not a happy hand make. That will do nicely. How about a turn 1 Oko? I'm okay with a turn 1 Oko, even if it's on the draw. I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to probably bottom the Brain Freeze. Like, all of the rest of it is potentially playable. So we'll see. Brant, you are like 2 seconds behind me making the exact same choice, so I'm okay with that. I'm at least heading in the right direction. How about a Black Lotus opponent? How about a lovely Oko Thief of Crowns? Also, I can't remember who I was talking to last stream and several streams in the past, but this is exactly the format for me because I have a propensity to draw every single one of my one-ofs when I'm playing something like the Epic Storm, but now every single card that I draw is a one-of if it's not a basic land. So I'm always going to draw them. I can't complain about drawing the wrong one-of. Kind of keeps me humble. Oh, my opponent is popping off as well. Big yikes. Lightning Bolt, my Oko. Lelia. Okay. Finish off my Oko. Wow. Oh, it was a mountain. No, never mind. Is it just... okay, never mind. It just doesn't matter. Wow. My opponent absolutely destroyed my... my start. Okay, what am I gonna do now? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I can't do anything. I can't even crack this stupid food token. Okay. Lightning Bolt plus Lelia. I'm twiddling my thumbs, and they're going to follow it up with a 5-drop. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh, they have Swords to Plowshares. That doesn't matter. Yeah, turn 1 Reservoir was obviously the play. Okay, I have another land. If I don't know, if I get a Black Source, I can Yawgmoth's Will the Black Lotus and then play a Nars. I don't know what I'm doing. I at least can crack this food token for 3, so that's something. Yeah, cracking in for 9. Oko has been confirmed bad. Oh, my cat. My cat is upset about Oko dying, just as I am. All right, what are we doing here? What do I see? Nothing that is going to do anything for me. Okay. Disgusting. My opponent absolutely had the perfect counter to a turn 1 Oko, and I couldn't do anything about it. I think that I might want the Fire Covenant. That might be a reasonable card to have in against my opponent, and something that might not be reasonable, like a Mana Leak. That's probably fine. Let's see, what's not good here? Seething Song might not be good. That might not even actually, that might not be in my deck in the future. I don't know. Okay. Let's be on the play. Hey, there's something. Nothing. Actually, nothing. That doesn't do anything for me in my hand right now. Darcy into Fire Covenant to kill my Darcy and trigger. Yeah, I think I'm going to mulligan this one. It's really stinky. I will keep this one. I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to bottom the Rain of Filth. No, it'll be the Brain Freeze. It'll be the Brain Freeze. I don't need that until I'm actually winning. So let's do this, and I can hold up a Mana Leak on turn 2. And make the most of it. I didn't want to mulligan to 5. I didn't think that... Oh, wow. We are very aggressive today. Okay. What do we draw? An island. Okay. So I can Mana Leak something. I can Rain of Filth and leave all of my permanents in the dust. Which I won't do for what it's worth. What is this? 4th? Oh, a Walking Ballista. I don't care about a Walking Ballista. Okay. Crack in for 1. And what do we draw? Something good? Yeah, well. I'm going to pay mana for this. We're up against an aggressive deck. 4th Aloringus, Lelia, Chandra the Defiant, Torch of Defiance, a Plains, and a Rampaging Raptor. We drew a High Tide, so we're not that far off. Okay. We just need our Time Spiral and a lot of other things to go right as well. This is an interesting little non-bow. but I think it's fine. Oh, they drew a Chrome Mox. Okay. I'm assuming that they're going to fourth this turn. They could Chandra. Okay, they'll lay Leah. Well, okay. Chandra it is, because then that makes mana so that they can fourth even more next turn. Yeah, that's fair. But it's gone. That's not going to be resolving. And I'm going to take 4. The clock continues to rampage. And we draw an Inquisition of Kozilek. Okay, I can take the 4th at the very least. And then they're left with a big boy. Okay, I don't have a Planeswalker, so that's not a big deal. But I need to draw something now. Okay, taking 6. And then next turn, it can be 8, and I'm dead on board. 9 with the Walking Ballista. I need to draw something, and that's not something. I mean, it is something. I need to draw something good, and I didn't. Okay. That was really aggressive and hurtful. We're going to try better, I guess. We're going to draw better and not draw lands like the bane of my existence. I don't know. I'm assuming that this is going to be a quick round, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about Patreon, how you can support the writers of our website and get access to sideboard guides and all kinds of cool stuff. So let me tell you about that really quick.
Want early access to articles at theepicstorm.com? Become a member of our Patreon to get articles 7 days early, on top of other sweet benefits, and help us pay our website team. You can sign up at patreon.com/theepicstorm.
Alrighty. And just in time, we are in our second round. Cool. I have the ability to Mind Twist for 3 next turn. And I'm going to then fire in an Oko if I can get a green. Okay, yeah. This is going to be a keep. The Epic Storm writes, keep. I think it'll be fine. So let's let them play out a land and a turn 1 spell or something like that before I Mind Twist them. Yeah. And then I also have the ability to draw a Dark Ritual, which would also be lovely. That's all they did? Okay. I think that I might just play this Talisman and then Mind Twist them next turn. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm not going to be Oko-ing next turn unless I draw an untapped green source, which is just the Black Lotus, which I can also Mind Twist. So that's all good. 2 mana and a Grim Monolith. They have 6 cards in hand. I can get a lot of it out of there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to all but 1 card. And X is 5. They got 2 lands, Chart a Course, Lorien Revealed. Okay. They have 1 card in hand. I don't know if it's a good card or not. I guess we'll find out in due time. I have a Fiery Islet to rebuild and redraw my hand, and an Oko as soon as I get a green source. Oh, they're tapping the Grim Monolith. Time Twister. Well, that's pretty good. But so is this. Okay. I can Mind Twist them again. That's kind of fun. I might be able to do a lot next turn. I might be able to do quite a lot. Okay. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't even need to. I can just twist for 5 and leave the lotus. Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's, yeah, leave the lotus in my hand, and we're good. Seething Song, Mind Twist. Discard a lot of things. The dig through time is the one that I would be concerned about if they kept that in their hand. Oh, I didn't play a land. I was too busy just like clicking through things. Got it. Anyway, it didn't matter. Yeah, I'm very glad that it's not legal as well. Okay, this is great. What I should do, yeah, I got the cycle value for sure. Okay, I should, hold up. Let me take a look at this really quick. Oh, I didn't take a screenshot of my deck. Okay. I can't actually see. I can vamp for Oko, or I could vamp for something else. I don't know. It's not a vamp, it's Imperial Seal. So I could just get an Oko and have everything fantastic and lovely, or I can time spiral and draw them 7 cards. That's probably not good. Ooh, I can imp seal for Narset and then play the Narset. Yes, Bryant, you have an idea. I'm going to play this land at the very least. I'm going to make a game action. I think I'm going to imp seal now. And I think that it's going to be a Narset. Okay. I'm now realizing that, Bryant, you were making fun of me saying actually, not saying actually as you wanted to say something, which is hurtful. I'm gonna get, where is it? Narset, Parter of Veils. I can cast it and then High Tide into Time Spiral, I believe. Next turn. Okay, I can view my deck under the main window in the limited tab. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. Okay, my cat is getting into trouble. That's fine. What are we doing? Untapping Grim Monolith. Lovely. Love that for you. Okay, so here we go. They've got 1 card in hand. I'm going to cast a Black Lotus. I'm going to cast a Narset. I'm going to cast a High Tide. And then 1, 2, 3. I will tap for a green here. Oh, it doesn't really matter. And cast a Time Spiral. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's an island. with Lotus mana. I high-tided with the Talisman of Creativity, so it didn't matter. Let's Narset and a Yawgmoth's Will. That could be interesting. Oh, I could have Imp Sealed for something to get with Narset. That's fine. Storm Count is cut off. Oh, it is. Look at that. Play Horn. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay, I'll get the Yawgmoth and then play the Harnfell. There we go. And then I can just discard Steam Events right now. Aetherflux Reservoir. It's pretty good. Let's Imp Seal for Lotus. Why not? And then Harnfell, discard Mind Twist. I get the Lotus, cast the Lotus, and then what I can do is, let's see, I can probably freeze them out, right? I think I can. So if we knew what to do with the last one. Oh, sure. Seething Song. Okay. Dark Ritual. That'll be good here, and then I can probably just Yawg Will here. I'm thinking this through, kind of out loud. Okay, cool. So now I can Ritual here, and then Lotus here. The Lotus can tap for blue. Wait, I don't have a thing to discard to get Brain Freeze. Wait a second. I can dig through time it. That's fine. Flux before Lotus. Oh, that's fine. But I can Flux now, and it'll be fine. It's a little unfortunate timing, though. That is correct. And I can cast a High Tide now. Always yield. Dig through time. Here, 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 here. Ooh, that is not what I was expecting. Okay, Mox Jet. Oof, kind of got there really close. That's a little too close, isn't it? Cool. Did that anyway. Did it. Not a single problem at all. Played perfectly, got rewarded, obviously. But yes, if I had played the Aetherflux Reservoir and then played the Lotus, I would not have had to picked up a castable spell from that dig through time. So a little bit of a misplay on my part, and thankfully it didn't cost me the game. But I think I'm going to keep this as is and try again. Ooh, my shoulder. Okay. Sorry, I got excited and stood up and kind of ruined my, or sat up ruined everything. Okay, I will keep this. This is a lovely hand. We're gonna keep this and go. First win of the night. Yeah, it's on the board now. That's fantastic. Oh wait, no, it's not on the board. Not yet. We're still playing the thing. We're still playing the game. We won a game previously. Okay, Inquisition's kind of nice. Yeah, there goes the 06. No, I think we won a game previously, or did we not? I thought we had. We did not? Okay, well, that's fine. That previous deck was a little bit garbage. I'm pretty happy with this, and hopefully we can make it work for us. Obviously, actually playing good spells in the deck goes a long way. Okay. I think the goal is just an Inquisition here. The lose focus is not the most amazing right now. Okay. Taking a Time Twister feels pretty good. Yeah, James, you are not wrong. It was a little bit of garbage. Yeah, Moses, I think you might be right. I think that you and Bryant are correct. We didn't win a single thing. Yeah, nobody was recording. You can't find these at all. But totally fine. Okay. Taking the Time Twister feels good. And holding the ability to lose focus is also decent. Okay, so this is a Ballista for 3. That feels okay. I'm going to hold for Storm Reasons Wild Hero. That's at least my idea. We have this Reservoir in hand, and I don't know. I like the idea. And as far as all of this goes, we can Imp Seal for a High Tide. But I don't know if I need a High Tide yet, right? And the fact that I can like get Probe for whatever I end up Imp Sealing for, so just it's a 1-mana tutor, pay 4 life, draw. I think I'm just gonna pass. I don't know if I need an action spell or a ritual or a ramp spell or whatever it is. I think I'm good to hold out for just a little bit. We're just taking 3 a turn. This is not an impressive clock. And if I can land an Aetherflux Reservoir and then continue, then I'll be very happy. And then all of these spells are going to just compound into a lovely, lovely thing. Blake, personally not a fan of Kogla. Well, I wasn't either, and neither was Kogla a fan of us. Oh, they're holding that. Open. Why? They have 3 cards. Wow, we just had the High Tide. We didn't need to Imp Seal for it. Perfect. Add it anyway. I think I might just like slam an Aetherflux Reservoir if they threw the breach me. I guess I could find out if I should. I literally have the answer right here as to whether I should hold the reservoir or not. I'll use it. Force of Will, Ponder, through the breach. Okay. So they can force and they're doing nothing, and then I have like an Imp Seal to get Time Spiral or a Yogg Will or something along those lines. Am I using Aetherflux Reservoir as a giant Thoughtseize? Or I guess not a Thoughtseize, Hymn to Torok? No, I'm not. I will not do that. And they're going to pump this up and swing for 4 next turn. That's fine. Oh, they're going to untap Grim Monolith. That's also fine. Now they have a hardcast Force of Will. They can choose to ponder. Ooh, Lightning Greaves. Interesting. What are we doing with that? Okay. I cannot target your Walking Ballista, and it has haste, I guess. I don't know. I do wish that I could cycle this lose focus. I don't think that I necessarily care about the Force of Will, but... Okay, that's pretty good. I can Narset here and hold up lose focus. If they pitch cast, then fine. And if they don't, then they can like Walking Ballista attack it or something like that, which is something that they think that they can do. Okay, reasonable. I am going to just cantrip here. I think that that's very reasonable. Don't minus the Narset. I think that that's... Okay, please, please, please don't minus the Narset. Well, I love to be a disappointment. If you're talking about Seal for... Okay, Seal for Spiral. Well, they have a Force of Will. Now Narset dies. I understand that. So I don't think that that's necessarily the name of the game here. They never force. Sure. I could have beat Force. Maybe I could have. Okay. Well, I'm not going to play into a bad decision, and I'm just going to leave the Imp Seal in my hand. Rather than like committing into a bad play that I made. So here we go. See what they do. They can attack the Narset. I can gain 3 life. Yay. Yes, that was a better idea. Just Imp Sealing. And maybe not even playing the Narset. Oh. Okay. Are they going to ping the Narset? It's an interesting choice here. I still can Fiery Eyelet. Oh, that's fun. Actually, I should play the Mox Jet and Imp Seal with that, because this High Tide and this Xander's Lounge work out nicely together. So let's do the thing. We're gonna just do the thing now. I still have this Fiery Eyelet if they... Oh, wow. Okay. I don't care if they can ping the Narset. Just like Spiral Tiding, I think is going to be just fine. I'm sure that people are rolling their heads right now that I missed something, and I probably have. I'm not going to lie. But we're going to do the best with what I got. Wow, they let that resolve too. Okay. Question for the group. If I snap the walking ballista, this is two separate things. Return target creature to its owner's hand, period. Untap 2 lands, period. If I snap the walking ballista, oh, it has Shroud. Yes, thank you. Never mind, James. If it didn't have Shroud, what would happen? You want to let me know about that? Yes, it's got Greaves. So I think that I can't play the Reservoir, Hold Up, Lose Focus, and Time Spiral. So it would fizzle. That's good to know. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can replicate this once and still have a blue mana open through the Force of Will. Okay. Big surprise there. Are you gonna just let this resolve? I don't know. Okay, Force Ponder. And I have to replicate every time. 1, 2. Okay. There we go. I don't have a blue floating. I miscounted. In odd numbers, I would have a color floating. Okay. And they have 6 cards in hand. 7 cards, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. And then I've got quite a bit of stuff to do. 7 Storm. Inquisition could be a lot. Yes, Freeze is a kill, but I want to make sure that they don't have anything. They have 24 cards, so yes, it is lethal. But I'm going to just make sure. Ooh, Tinker. That's fun. I know, Bryant, we're winning. Which is fun. As long as they don't have, well, something really heinous. I don't know. They could have something that shuffles. We'll see. But yes. Oh, there it is. Okay, what were we saying? Clawtooth? Yeah, you got it. Okay. Yeah, of course. So this is going to... there it is. Darn. They have 2 shuffles. Wow. That's terrible. Okay. What do I do here? What do I do? They have both. So I can still like Oko here. Why did we tap our only black mana? Because I was inquisitioning them. Okay, what am I going to do here? I've got to cast an Oko. Frozen ourselves into a will. Yeah, that's not unreasonable. Okay. And now I have a lose focus. And I think that do I have to Elk the Lightning Greaves and then Elk the Walking Ballista? No, the Walking Ballista has already got counters on it, so that's not what I want. Okay. No, I'll just... we are dead to Ballista. Okay. Let's try this around. Try it again. That's gross. So I need to win with Aetherflux Reservoir. Brain Freeze is not going to cut it. And we also saw that they're a Tinker deck. Does that change anything? I don't think so. And I still think that Brain Freeze is good. We're not going to cut it. We did have our land drop and a swamp, yes, but we didn't have an untapped swamp, right? Or did we? Yeah, whatever. I'm getting flustered. Probably not playing well at all. That's super fun. Love that for me. Yeah, it's not in the cube. You can have a Dothy Voidwalker, though, which is something that we passed up. Okay, I'll keep this. Trolled and done a Yogg line then. Yeah, that's right. I had the troll in hand. I could have gotten the untapped swamp and played, but I wouldn't have had any mana floating. Is that true? Yeah, I don't think that that's actually true. Okay, swamp, and then I'll get lounge or something like that. One of the lounges. Triomes. Probably an island, I would hope. Green is not on the island. I have the Grixis one, and then I have the Jund one. This is not a high tide hand anyway. We'll have to see what I ended up winning. Island Ponder Keep. Our opponent did have the thing. Okay, I'm going to Swamp Cycle for Zayator's Proving Ground or Xander's Lounge. We have a lot of double blue, and I'm not going to... we have blue here, but the only green that we need is the Oko, so I'm going to get the Xander's Lounge. Yeah. And I am going to play out the Talisman. Next turn, I can potentially Mind Twist my opponent. I'm also under 5 minutes. That's super fun. I've been chatting and talking and... Oh, they have an Abrade. Fuck me. Okay, sorry. I shouldn't say that. Okay. Let's Mind Twist them. And they just have an Emrakul. That's all fine. They discarded Mountain Grim Monolith, Emrakul, Walking Ballista. Mana Leak. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can Mana Leak something. I will Mana Leak that. That's for sure. Show and Tell. Didn't know that was in the cube. MVP for sure. Mind Twist has been pretty good. I'm not going to draw a card. I'm just going to F6 through all of this because I need to win something, hopefully. So I can play a Horn, that's not bad. And then just pass. Okay. They have 2 cards in hand, they're going to be drawing to 3. Mind Twist has been really good. Turns out, that's a good card. Walking Ballista for 2. That's fine. Seething Song. Let's do things. Stuff and things. Mana. And then we can time spiral. I can get probe them, and then okay, they have through the breach Emrakul. Jesus. Put that there. Yogwill, that's decent. I should just discard the brain freeze right now if I get okay, well, I'm going to time spiral. There's the high tide. I don't think I can do much here. I'm clicking so slow. Xander's didn't untap. That's interesting. Why not? Seething Song, interesting. Can I do something with that? Probably. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Didn't click it. I should just probably be exiling all of this before I need to make decisions, shouldn't I? That's okay. I've been playing poorly anyway, so why stop now? Rain of Filth is good. And then Imperial Seal. So let's actually cast the Rain of Filth. And then I can Imp Seal for the Aetherflux Reservoir. I'm not gonna Mind Twist. I'm going to get the Reservoir, discard the Proving Ground. I don't have very much time, but that's okay. I can get the Yogwill. And then I think there's a Dark Ritual in here somewhere. There's not. That's super fun. I am stalling because I'm worried about losing. It's fine. Everything's fine. There's a Black Lotus in here somewhere. Doesn't matter. Did it anyway. Figured it out. Lose focus my own spell to win the game. That was brutal. Okay. I think that I stumbled way too long through that match, but we're going to clean it up and we're going to get a 2-1. That's what the goal is. We got the 1, so it's all fine. And I needed to just focus up, I guess. I don't know. I enjoy Cube. Cube apparently does not enjoy me. So we're doing the, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Okay. Move up closer to the stream. Okay. Here we go. And while we're waiting, let me tell you again about... actually, I think that this might be an outdated ad, but let me run it. Actually tell you, if you're liking this content for some reason, then you can support us in so many different ways. But it's YouTube, so there's a ton of ways. And let me have Bryant tell you how to do it.
You're still watching. Make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us.
Alrighty. Well, I don't think that was actually the outdated one, so I'm good. There are some of these buttons that are mapped to old ads, which is unfortunate, but I think that was the right one. Shaky, I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess wouldn't have been a particularly enjoyable experience, huh? You're gonna go to time practically, so it's a miserable, right? Here we go against Mr. Tito. I lost the die roll. That's a bummer, but we're gonna roll this up and we're gonna win. It's all good. We lost the die roll. That's the last thing that we're going to lose this whole match. Okay. Lovely. Troll getting the Grixis Triome off of the tropical island means... Or, no, probably the swamp. No, needs to be the tropical island because I want to cast this third path Iconoclast. So let's keep this one up. Oh, Shaky. Appreciate that. That's sweet. So yeah, I want to cast the third path Iconoclast, so I need to lead with the tropical island, so I have the blue mana. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. And we got a Bloodstained Mire from my opponent. Oko. That's pretty good. I have a natural green source already. Rogrin Triome. We are doing a bunch of color things. Okay. White as a primary, blue, white. Oh, we're okay. Actually, Jeskai looks like. I'm going to cycle this troll, get the Grixis Triome, which is Xander's Lounge. No. Yeah, Xander's Lounge. And play it. Oh. So actually, the Talisman of Creativity lets me, well, either one of these lets me Oko next turn. Let's not play hidden information items. Let's just do this. The Talisman can also trigger the third path Iconoclast, so that might be worth it. Ooh, Storm Carved Coast. They have some nice mana fixing here. What are we doing here? Steel Seraph. Okay. They got it. They have 1 mana open. I'm going to play the island, play the Oko. Plus, and hopefully take over the game. Let's see. Playing another Plains. What are we doing? Flying, Vigilance, Lifelink. Probably Vigilance, Lifelink. Okay, Lifelink it is. That's fine. Ooh, my face. Okay. What if I just take that? Oh, okay. Didn't matter. There was a reason they swung for the fences. Okay, so here I can cast a third path iconoclast. And then I'll cast the Talisman of Creativity. And we're going to see what happens. I've got a way to win the game on the board. And all I got to do is get to a point where I'm storming off. 5 mana though. Ooh, the Might Stone and the Weak Stone. I no longer have a win on the board. Oh, they're going to draw 2 cards. Okay, that's fine. Never mind. They could have killed my third path iconoclast. And instead, they're cantripping. Likely because they have an answer to this. Oh, okay. Retrofitter Foundry. And they're going to make a servo. Okay. I probably should just be F6ing through their turn. I don't need to be clicking. And as we know, I'm going to be taking a little bit longer, apparently, for something that I'm not as familiar with. So, here we go. Mana leak. Yeah, that's nice. I am going to Imp Seal here and snag a oh, the particular time is not the worst thing in the world, but I was thinking Time Spiral. Yeah. Okay, and now I can lose focus for a bunch. I can replicate it several times. They have a lot of mana, but maybe we can catch them unawares. 1, 2, 3. Psi Master Thopterist. Wow, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a really good card. We're gonna leave it. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Teferi, I will counter that. And I can actually just mana leak it. We found an opportunity to mana leak something. That's wild. Because that taps for 2. Yeah. Crazy. Oh, O'Doyle, sorry. Piston Celtics just had a good game you were watching. Pistons lost, but it was close. Are you a Pistons fan? I don't know. That's pretty cool, though. Sounds like a good game. Okay. Steel Seraph. We get... What do we got? Lifelink again? Mm-hmm. No, I can't trade it. It has flying. That's right. So here we go for a Time Spiral. Here's Time Spiral. Oops. With a Seething Song. Thrown in for good measure. And away we go. 1 red mana floating, talisman available. Brain freeze. We're getting there. I can Faithful Saluting, looking for a High Tide. I have another island at my disposal. Inquisition's not bad either. Kind of clear the way. Bergie. So if I discard Dig Through Time and lose focus, I can shock in the steam vents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 mana left over for post Bergie things. That's not bad. They can be Xander's Lounge and the Talisman of Creativity. That doesn't seem right. I should use the Talisman here. Is that right? Probably. Okay. Discard the Mind Twist. Dark Ritual Aetherflux Reservoir. Okay. Let's keep going with discarding. Darcy. Interesting. Can't do any of that. What I can do is kind of filter my mana of a sort with this snap. So snap the Psi, I guess, and then this can filter some mana, and I can make the DRC and then the Brain Freeze. Which I think will do it. 22 cards in deck, and I've got a Brain Freeze for you. How about them apples? Hold up. There's that. Okay, cool. Yeah, in before Emrakul. They totally could. Okay, cat. A little in the way. That's okay. We love him anyway. Yeah, they're not conceding, which is concerning me right now. Nope. Don't have it. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Interesting. Artifact-based Jeskai deck. Cool. Shurikai, Metamorph, Portal to Phyrexia, and Goblin Welder. That's kind of gross. Duretti. Okay. That could be problematic, but it doesn't look like they have... I mean, I don't know what the 8 cards there are in hand, but I think that that could be decent for us. Okay. Survey says no, no substitutions. Yep. Oko could be really good here. Maybe. And oh boy, oh boy. This is like not great, right? Black Lotus in my hand 3 times. 1 time it's done something. It's the correct question or order to make a bowl of cereal. Cereal, milk, spoon, mouth. Any other way is heinous. Okay, this I will keep, and I'll put back the snap, I think. Should I put back the dig through time? The dig through time is the way that I get things rolling. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Put back this snap. This is not the most amazing hand, but it has a lot of potential, and I can probe for something like that. They did just let me see the cards that they were working with, so I'll take it, I guess. They wanted to show off. It did look pretty cool. Alrighty. I'm not upset this Black Lotus in my hand. I'm going to wait on the Get Probe now that I have land number 2. I don't feel the need to do that yet. Okay. Triome naturally in hand, so their Bloodstained Mire can get their... I think they had a Steam Vents. I can't remember. They had something. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and they're shocking it in. Okay, what are we doing? TPI. Okay. We're doing similar things. That's pretty cool. It will be anyway. Get probing them right now doesn't change anything. I'm not going to be able to follow up. So let's just wait until we don't have a land to hit. Tundra. Okay. You know, I probably knew that. I probably could have screenshotted their deck. I just didn't for reasons. They get to attack. Something that my third path Iconoclast never got to do last game. And we get to untap and probably Get Probe. Oh, never mind. Well, I am going to Get Probe them now, because do I want to Narset here? If I Narset, they attack for 3, and I think I'm just not feeling that. Phyrexian Metamorph, copying the third path Iconoclast, and then being able to Talisman of Conviction if they draw a land. Kind of tough. I think I'm just gonna pass. This swamp means that I can Dark Ritual and Seething Song off the Black Lotus and do all kinds of fun things next turn if I have the mana for it, so I'll just wait. Like, if I find a Yogg-Will, I'm loving it, I think. And then obviously I would really enjoy having a Time Spiral. I don't know when I'm gonna need to snag this this dig through time. That's fine. Teferi resolves. Plussing Teferi. Okay. Attack for 3. I'll play the Proving Ground, and I'm going to continue to pass the turn, which I don't know. I think I'm waiting for just like one more piece to fall into place. Joe L has failed the stream. That's exactly when you should make cereal, but I mean, you can also have cereal as a midnight snack, which I'm assuming is what you're doing, which is why you're asking. So my question to you, Bryant, is what is your cereal of choice? What's that guilty little pleasure snack that you have? And I hope that you're using whole milk. Because if you're not using whole milk, then there's no point. But I am interested in knowing what people's favorite cereals are. Mine is either Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Special K, which are wildly different. Very different energies, but here we are. Okay, we've got blue from the Coalition Relic. They drew a card. What are we doing here? Talisman. Okay. Honey Nut Cheerios raw. Ooh. Okay. Yikes. Cinnamon Rice Chex. That's pretty good. And also, Aaron, I appreciate the whole milk gang. That is the correct choice. Honey Nut Cheerios are good too. Chocolate Special K? No, just the regular Special K. Your coworker is insane, Bryant, and I hope that you know that. I hope that they know that. Because that's nutso busto. Oko. Interesting. Okay, 3 cards in hand. One of them is a Phyrexian Metamorph. I think it is now go time. Let's go with a Dark Ritual. And I'm going to Narset. Minus the Narset. Do I find what I want? Imp Seal. That is so close. Okay, what is this? This does what for me? Imp Seal gets something, and then can I dig through time this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't think that that's enough. But I have to imp seal now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm not dead next. Hold up. Like Shreddies, which don't have a US analog. It's closest to Wheat Checks. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to Google that after this. Am I getting like Yogwill? No, because I'm dig through timing everything, so that's not great. Time Spiral? Probably Time Spiral is the best thing to be doing. High Tide and Dig Through Time are not like bad. Time Spiral seems pretty decent. And then I can Oko, and Oko creates a let's get the Time Spiral and then just Oko here. And we're good to go. Hopefully. Cinnamon Life is pretty good too. Life is decent. I enjoy Life cereal. The cinnamon I don't think I've had specifically before. Yeah, there's a lot of free mana. I don't think that was necessarily my place to go. I think next turn is going to work out really nicely. They have 3 cards in hand. One I know about. They can attack me to 2, or they can kill my Narset And if they kill my Narset, I'm still time spiraling. I did not see counter magic from them. So, yeah. Wheat a Bix. Interesting, Aaron. Is that the thing that you're talking about from Ted Lasso? I don't know. Oh, they did not attack Narset. That seems like a choice that was made with dubious, I don't know if that was the right thing. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Portable hole. They get my food token? Okay. Do they think that I got Tinker? Maybe. Two cards in hand. I can't play around anything, so I won't. Let's Seething Song. I'm gonna wait to Narset, I think. And then do I crack the Black Lotus? No. I don't think so. Brain Freeze. Yawgmoth's Will. Oh dear. Kind of looks like something's gonna happen. So let's start off with a Darcy. I can Narset. Snap. Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting's pretty good. I want to charge this Yawg Will, I suppose. And I can do it off of this Badlands. Fiery Islet in the graveyard. Rain of Filth is not bad. Oops. I don't want that out. There we go. Okay. Let's hit the Rain of Filth. Always yield to this. Island in the graveyard. Tap. Blue, 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 blue. Red. And then Brain Freeze. Them. High Tide in the bin because I can Yawgmoth now. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. High Tide in the bin because I've already tapped all of my stuff. Although I can snap myself, I suppose. Okay, there's that, and then I can sack the Black Lotus, Yawg Will. Oh, I don't. Yeah, put that in the graveyard. Yawg Will. How about sacking this? I get that this probably should have been done at a different time, but here we are. I'll just put that on top because it's all going to exile. Here we go. Put it on top. Faithless Looting, I will cast. Put it on top. I'll put Mana Leak and Imperial Seal in the bin. It goes to exile. And then we are at 2. Yes, I'm not casting the Imp Seal. That's for sure. I can just Brain Freeze them, I suppose. If I need to do anything, I guess I can Third Path. and cast some things. Put that on top. Crack for blue. High tide. I can always yield to that. Leave that on top. And then brain freeze them for the last little bits. Hopefully that's enough. And then I can yield because I'll have... Okay. They have one card, Blightsteel Colossus. So they get to draw. Ooh, this is something I could do. Okay, I'm going to hold control. Put the dig through time on top. Oh, no. I was holding control. Oh, I wanted to cast lose focus. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think that I can still win this. Oh, to fairy. Darn. Yeah, see, I was trying to hold control so I could lose focus the last copy of Brain Freeze and get another third path iconoclast. But I can create a food token and just gain 3 life. Bryant, you saw that. Okay, cool. Yes, I can. I have 1 card in hand, 1 card in library, and yeah. Okay. Oh, Teferi would lose. They would draw a card. That's right. You are right. I don't know what they can do to win necessarily. You deliver unwanted play advice. I mean, I never said it was unwanted, but it beats Cole, I suppose. Alrighty, look at that. We did fine. We got our entry back for the second round, and it was fine because the first one was my free entry, so that's all good. That was pretty decent. This was fun. Much better than the previous go at it with the Reanimator deck. So, you know, the DRC fueling eventual Yawgmoth's will was pretty great. We didn't end up doing the Git Probe Imperial Seal deal, but that's all fine. We should have forced Storm in the first one, for sure. It ended up being not open at all. We played Reanimator and it was garbage, but forcing Storm in the second one ended up with a positive record, so obviously that's the right choice, right? I'm going to probably fire up another one at some point tomorrow, several probably tomorrow, because I need to get better at cubing. Everybody says that limited magic is where you learn really good basic skills. I never got into limited, so I should probably do that, especially with a cube this cool. Well, anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for putting up with such a terrible first cube and then a pretty solid second one, despite some misplays and things like that. But I appreciate every single one of you. I will see you in the new year. I hope that you had a gentle holiday and have a good night. Catch you around.